Okay, you guys. I think by now the video should be up there. I think I just uploaded it good. So if you haven't seen it, please go see it. Um, right now I'm just talking to y'all about things that have been going on these past couple of years. Um, as I said in the video before, I had three people I know um died because of gun violence. All of them was gun violence, and two of them, two of them, I do know was friends of mine. Um, and one of them was just a girl that died with one of my friends. So, um, and then I do know some other folks, but particularly these couple years has been passing. One of them was one of the cheerleaders of my old high school. She, I think it was like a couple months after she graduated, she got killed at a club. Um, she was in the car. Actually, she was in her own car. Um, and somebody shooting at someone else, and it hit her. It actually hit her in her neck. And I heard somebody say that one hit her in the head, but it was kind of like a graze in the head. But the one that was in her neck was fatal. It actually killed her. Her name was Jordan. Rest in peace, Jordan. Um, her funeral was beautiful, but it was sad at the same time. To hear her mom talk about her was heartbreaking to me because she said herself, she loved her daughter, and she never would have thought her daughter would go before she did. Yeah, y'all, as I replay what happened at her funeral, it's crazy. As I replay her lying in that casket in my head, it's unbelievable. Um, I know everyone has to go one day. Something got to happen to everyone one day. But Jordan was only 19 when that happened, I believe. Yeah, 19. And that was 2 years ago. Like I said, it happened straight, not too far long after her graduation. She had graduated from high school. Her mama sent her off for her graduation, and she went to go visit some family because her mama is not originally from Wilson, North Carolina. So her mama sent her back to where she grew up in, and that was Europe, y'all. And on her way back, she visited some friends, and they went out to the club, and there she go. That was the it. That was the end of her life. As a matter of fact, she was one of my friends who later got killed 2 years later. Y'all, well, a year later. Yeah, they're a year apart. Yeah, yeah, crazy. It was a year apart and 2 months later, actually. Y'all, it was something crazy. It really was. It really was something crazy. At her funeral, to hear her mama cry out like she cried out for Jordan. Like it was crazy. It was really crazy. Um, I will put their pictures up here, but I'd rather not because one of the cases are still open and the other one has been closed just some months ago. So I will put their pictures up, but I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I refuse not. I'm not going to go through all that pain. Um, yeah. After that, it was like I said that year after and 2 months later, it was my friend Shakia, and her friend Shadiamond. They died. Rest in peace them to them. Um, they died, and I didn't want to talk to anyone about the situation. My mom, matter of fact, when she died that day, well, actually, it was the day after. The day after it happened, I was actually at work, and I told a lot of folks at work, um, that day, um, that it actually happened on. I told them, I was like, I feel bad. I really do. I felt like I felt some type of energy. Like me and Kia, we was close, and I felt some type of energy. And for some reason, I just happened to be at work, singing one of Kia's favorite songs. She used to always like get on my mama's nerves with when she worked with my mom and whatever. I just happened to be singing that song and thinking about Kia and laughing at the crazy stuff that she did. Y'all, I can't say she was the best person in the world, because nobody is an angel on this earth. But what Kia did, she was real about it. And she made sure that everyone knew that Kia was one of the realest people on this earth. Honestly, I know a lot of folks want to talk about realness. But if you met her and you knew who she was, everything about Kia was real. She didn't play them games. She didn't allow nobody to play them games with her. She was straight out with you. And honestly, she didn't care. She didn't care. When I say she lived her life to the fullest, she always lived her life to the fullest. And her mom, matter of fact, when her mom came on the news, her mom even said, like, it was times I just want to, tell Kia, you can't do certain things. Certain things you can't do. People can't take that kind of stuff. And honestly, I used to tell Kia all the time, Kia, stop. Like, why you doing that? Like, what? Like, what's going on with you? And matter of fact, like I said in the video before, when we was in elementary school and a little bit of middle school, we didn't like each other. Even though we went to two different middle schools, we still didn't like each other because we knew about each other in elementary school. But, y'all, when we got to high school, it was like she was my sister. It was like it was like me and her was twins. I felt like we was twins. Like, both of us kept it down to earth. We was so real with each other. We were so real with everyone else. It was like we was twins. When she was upset, I was upset. When she had something going on, I had something going on. It was crazy, y'all. I felt like she was my sister. So my sister to leave me and me getting that phone call the next day after work, and cause that particular Friday, I did work. That Saturday morning when I came home, like 2 something in the morning from work, y'all, I felt bad. And around like 10 o'clock, I got a friend who called me, and she was just like, AJ, it was a shooting at 5 points. And she just started crying. She was just like, AJ, it was a shooting at 5 points. And I'm sorry to tell you. And I was like, what? Like, what happened? Like, what shooting? Who got shot? What happened? And she was just like, Kia died. I was like, Kia who? There's so many kids in Wilson, y'all. It's so many kids. It don't make no sense. Everybody's name is Kia. Kia, 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 Kia. So I was like, Kia who? She was like, Kia, the one that was your friend Kia, the one that was so funny. Like, she was just so funny. And, what I'm talking about. I was like, yo, Kia who? I was like, you talking about Shakia? My Shakia? She was like, yeah, the one that worked with your mom. I was like, you lying to me? Could get off the phone with me? I did not want to talk to her no more. I felt like she was lying. I felt like, honestly, I wanted to slap her for lying. And I told my mom, I said, Mom, I want to fight D'Amica because D'Amica wishing death on somebody. My friend name was D'Amica, and I felt like I wanted to fight her because I felt like she was wishing death. Like, she was really wishing death. But she wasn't wishing death. She was stating reality. She really was. She was stating reality. And I remember that day. I went inside the bathroom. I took my shower that morning, and I felt so bad. I really did. Like, when I figured out that D'Amica was being real with me, and that D'Amica actually was telling the truth, yeah. I went in the bathroom and I didn't come out for like 2 hours. I stayed in the bathroom like 2 hours. And I sat there and I thought about Kia. And I thought about the times I had with her. And I thought about what we did. And how we was like friends, we was tight. And when she died, I was upset. And I was mad. And then later when I found out exactly, when I found out exactly what was going on and where she was at, and I thought about when I used to talk to Kia, my mom used to talk to Kia, and be like, because like I said, she was real. She was like playing out real, like she didn't care. She didn't care what she said. If it hurt your feelings, it hurt your feelings, but it was the truth. My mom used to tell Kia all the time. I used to tell Kia all the time. Like I said, when her mom got on that TV and her mom said, like, I used to tell Kia all the time, Kia, stop, because you're going to wind up fighting. And that girl fought all the time. I would never forget days that my mom used to call me and be like, you better go with Kia. You better go with Kia, because whoever she about to fight, I'm telling you, it's about to be something crazy. And I used to be like, Mom, I'm not going with Kia because I already know. I already know that if they made her mad enough, I already know. I already know what's going to happen. So, like, I used to think about it, and my mom used to tell me, like, that's your friend, go handle it. Go handle it with her. And I used to handle some things with her, and then the rest of the stuff she used to handle herself. But as I think about it, y'all, all the time I used to tell Kia, we gotta calm down. Kia, we gotta come down from this natural high of, ready to throw in with somebody. We gotta think about that stuff because that stuff can kill us and the lifestyle that it was. But as I think about it, Kia actually was not that night that it happened on. That particular night, she wasn't in that type of mood. She was in. I'm gonna be honest with you. Around that time, she was in that. Oh, I'm ready to go smoke some weed. I'm ready to get high. Because matter of fact, that's all me and Kia did to relieve our pain. What was going on? And her and Shadama, they went to go smoke some weed in the car, and whatever else they wanted to smoke. And somebody was out to go get Shadama's boyfriend. And instead of hitting Shadama's boyfriend, they hit Kia and Shadama. And Shadama's boyfriend at the time was at the house. He was sitting outside the house, right where they was, sitting inside a car. They was sitting in Kia's car. And yeah, the bullet hit him. And y'all, I will never forget when I looked at the news, and I promise not to cry no more, y'all. I promise, because I don't have time for it. And I might not even upload this video because I cried. And I didn't want to cry. I just wanted to think about Kia and not even cry. I was promising not to cry. So, well, they set up in Shakia's car. And I looked at the video that they have, like a video, like, when they got, like, major stuff going on, they set videos on Wilson Times or whatever. That's what our newspaper thing is called, Wilson Times. They set the video up there, and y'all, you know how they block out stuff because people may be in there and they can get a charge for it? I knew Kia was in that car. My mom was like, she knew Kia was in that car. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I don't want to go to the funeral. That night, I thought about it. I said, should I go to the funeral or the wake? Which one am I going to? Because I'm not going to go to both and get my heart broken 2 times. I'm not. Because, first of all, the first time was already hearing about it. And I wasn't going to go see it. I'm not I don't want to remember my friend. My friend, who I used to have it out with myself in elementary school. I won't go see her like that. I wanted the last time I actually seen her was she actually came to my job. They had a party for her cousin, her little cousin. They had a party for him. And she came up there. She said, Asia, can I get something to drink? And I said, yeah. I could have lost my job, but I didn't. I didn't lose my job. I let my manager know what I did. Um, she came up there, and then they was going somewhere else. And I said, Kia, be good, Kia, because I don't want to have to get off my job. And Kia said, Asia, I ain't going to act up. And she started laughing. And I knew right then and there, because she was fussing with somebody on the phone before she came up. I knew right then and there Kia was up to something crazy. She was up to something crazy that day. But nothing didn't happen that day. She didn't fight. She didn't do anything like that. It happened some months later. It happened some months later. And it wasn't over the phone conversation. It was whoever it was out to get the girl Shadima's boyfriend, baby daddy, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him. And honestly, excuse me, y'all. Honestly, I believe that whoever it was, like I said, the thing is not solved yet. Whoever it was, I believe that, they'll get their time. Matter of fact, one of the dudes that was involved in it, y'all, uh, it's hard to say, but he's related to my niece. Yeah. When we found out who it was, he's related to my niece. And then another one of the dudes, Sassy, stop. Then another one of the dudes that was involved, he's my god brother. He's my god brother's cousin. And that's crazy. And matter of fact, when I sit here and I talk about it to my niece's daddy when he come over here, he always says, my cousin didn't kill your friend. My cousin didn't kill your friend. Well, your cousin was around. Your cousin was around. And I'm just being honest with you. Your cousin was around. And matter of fact, the same incident happened with my god brother. And we didn't talk months. Because when I put up there on the computer, when they found the boys, all the boys that was in it, I put up on the computer, justice is served. And then we got to get y'all to court. Something like that I had to put up there. But y'all, yeah. I put it up there, and my godbrother, he wrote back to my cousin in it, and he was like, that's my first cousin. My cousin ain't kill nobody. My mama and my aunt didn't raise no killer, because his mama raised his cousin. He said they didn't raise no killer and all this other stuff. I said, nobody raised a killer. I said, nobody just out and about just raised a killer. But what I'm saying is, he killed somebody, or he was around, or he aided and abetted in killing somebody, so justice is served. He said, Asia, I understand where you're angry at. I said, justice is served. And that's the honest to God truth. Justice is served. Like, it is what it is. But like I said, that little thing is still open. So I don't know exactly. We probably won't never know who killed Kia and Shadana. But to know the fact that they're still locked up, that's a blessing. That's a blessing to know. To know the fact that no matter they got the gun and the person who owned the gun, that's a blessing. To know the fact that no matter that was my friend and it wasn't me. Not saying that I wished it was her, but I'm just saying to know the fact it was my friend and it wasn't me, and to know the fact that God still kept me. He's still keeping me. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that I had her as a friend, because I'm sure a lot of stuff I would not know and I would not been through if it wasn't for her. It is truly a blessing. So I just want to thank God, and everyone else. I'll allow you right now to thank God. And if you haven't accepted the Lord as your Savior, I ask that you accept him because I have accepted him. I may not do everything that God has told me to do or wanted me to do, but I try every day. Believe me, I try every day. And one thing about it is I know that he knows my heart. He knows that I want the best for me and he wants the best for me, and he just blesses me over and over again. He just, and I don't, honestly, I'm not even that person, and neither are you, that person who deserves to be blessed, but he steady blesses me. He blesses me every day, and every day I think about it, he has blessed Kia, because now she don't have to worry. She don't have to worry. Y'all, she don't have to worry about none of these people. What these people got to say, she don't have to worry. Now, her mom may worry, but God said in his word, worry not. He said it. I mean, it just is what it is. Now, I'm going to just tell y'all, for that, for that to be my friend, I am blessed. I, I'm blessed. That's my bestie. Like, that's my road dog. Like, I am blessed. So y'all, I ask that y'all just pray for my friends, people that all this tragedy been going on with. I'm sure, I'm more than positive, they're not the only teenagers or young girls around that age who have been killed around that age. Because matter of fact, my sister has a friend or two who died when she wasn't nothing but just starting high school. And matter of fact, I went to that funeral with her myself. So yeah, I'm just saying, y'all don't take life for granted. Just treasure it and cherish it the best you know how. I mean, because you never know when you're gonna leave this world. I didn't mean for this video to be 22 minutes long, but anyway, I ask that you drop any advice that you have for me. As long as it's not a negative advice, I ask you to drop it below. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to Age of Winter. Or it might say something else. I think it says Cookie Foot the Main 011. Yes. Um, and that's it. Thank y'all. And God bless. 20 something minutes. Lord Jesus.